We begin tonight at 6 with the state of Indiana now taking away all the licenses of a longtime firefighter.
This decision comes following what state regulators are calling a cheating scheme inside the fire department in Muncie. Our investigative reporter Bob Siegel explains tonight that the decision is coming with controversy.
13 Investigates first broke news of the cheating scandal almost 2 years ago. Ever since then, Muncie Fire Captain Troy Delaney has been fighting to save his career. A few months ago, things were looking up for Delaney. Today, things took a major turn.
Next item on the agenda will be the Delaney non-final order.
A state firefighting board voted this morning to revoke all 26 of Delaney's professional firefighting certifications, taking away his ability to be a firefighter in the state of Indiana. The move comes after a state investigation determined the longtime Muncie firefighter orchestrated a cheating scheme to collect questions and answers for certification exams, and then shared the information with other firefighters and EMTs before their tests. At his administrative law hearing, Delaney told a judge he did not help his coworkers cheat, and the judge ruled in his favor, finding the state failed to prove its allegations. The judge recommended not stripping Delaney's certifications. And at today's hearing, the firefighter's attorney asked the board to follow the judge's advice.
Your revocation order, it's not just, doesn't have the evidence to support it.
But today, the board rejected the judge's recommendation, revoking all of Delaney's certifications anyway. State attorneys asked the board for a lifetime revocation. Board members did vote to permanently revoke Delaney's instructor license.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
But the rest of his firefighter certifications, those will be revoked for only 3 years.
I feel that it's a reasonable compromise.
A compromise that's still meant to send a strong message.
I think the message is that if you are an instructor or if you're a participant in the fire service, you have to follow the rules. And if you're cheating your way on the test, it can't be tolerated.
And now the city of Muncie has filed formal misconduct charges against Delaney, who now faces a separate disciplinary hearing before the Muncie Fire Merit Commission to determine whether he'll be fired by the city. Delaney has been on administrative leave for nearly 2 years, collecting his full salary while his legal battles play out. Delaney has not responded to 13 Investigates' request for comment, but based on legal filings, it's expected he's going to fight back against today's final order. He can appeal the ruling in state court. Delaney will also have the chance to defend himself at his upcoming disciplinary hearing. And he's already filed a federal lawsuit alleging the Muncie Fire Department has violated his rights. We'll continue to follow these cases as they play out in court. I'm Bob Siegel, 13 Investigates.
Clear and warm this evening. Temperatures will be in the 60s and 70s all evening long, and great weather for the St. Patrick's Day parade tomorrow. Starts at 11:30. Temperatures in the 60s. From there, near record warmth tomorrow afternoon. Daytime hours sunny, windy, and warm. However, the nighttime hours, we want you to be on alert for a line of storms coming our way, potentially severe, with winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. I'll have the local timeline and that severe threat in the full forecast.
All right, thanks so much. We'll check back. Thanks so much, Angela. Well, just late this afternoon, an Indianapolis judge found a local man guilty in the murder of an Indianapolis pizza delivery driver.
Our Rich Nye was in court for that entire trial today and has reaction tonight from the victim's family.
I'm at 1401 East Priscilla Street. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That address is a vacant house. That phone call order to Papa John's was made from Justin Turner's phone using a fake name. When Steve Flynn made the pizza delivery in March 2023, he was shot in the chest and killed. Flynn's car was stolen and ditched about a mile north. A man was caught on security cameras carrying 3 pizza boxes away from that area. Police arrested Turner about 2 weeks later in his car. A gun in the back seat matched a shell casing at the crime scene and a bullet fragment recovered from Flynn's autopsy.
He didn't get to meet his grandchildren. He's had 2 grandchildren since he passed. In fact, Cosette was born the day of his funeral. So it's just tragedy on tragedy, you know. He was a great dad, and he would have been a great grandfather too.
This was a bench trial. The judge found Turner guilty of murder and robbery. He will be sentenced May 9th. Rich Nye, 13 News.
Tonight, the appeals process is officially underway for the man who's convicted of murdering 2 girls in Delphi.
A very important piece of evidence is now posted for everyone to see online. Felicia joins us. And Felicia, we've been talking about these developments all day today.
I mean, my goodness, this is a big deal because we're getting a first look at one of the videos shot by one of the victims. And Abby Williams and Libby German died 8 years ago while on a walk in a wooded area of Delphi. Now, we know Richard Allen is asking the court to reconsider both his conviction and his 130-year sentence. But we do not yet know the exact issues they will bring up. And his new attorneys, specifically for the appeal, do not have to file that for a while. Our legal expert says the defense team from the trial is likely still involved behind the scenes.
With a case of this magnitude, with this much evidence, and you can really tell that these are defense attorneys who are still beyond the conviction, beyond sentencing, really committed to working for Richard Allen. So I think we should assume that they are working together.
So keep in mind the appeal could take more than a year, and you may remember a video of the bridge guy. We've showed it to you. Now, a few frames recorded on Libby's cell phone shows it right here. Now the full 43 seconds is posted online on a website that is supportive of Allen. And our reporters who were in the courtroom say that it matches what they saw. Take a listen. So we also want you to hear the end of the video. The girls interacting with someone, presumably the bridge guy.
Guys. Hi.
Now, there have been a lot of questions about what is seen and what is heard on that video, so we have posted it online for you to see for yourself. Go to WTHR.com/Delphi. Of course, we'll continue to follow this case, especially as we get more details about the appeal.
Yeah, you know, when I saw that this video was out there, I thought, oh, great, I finally want to see the whole thing. But it didn't really provide, it was unclear exactly what we were seeing. You know, it was upside down, it was sideways, you know, one of the girls was in there. So it didn't provide just that, like, clarity and answer that I think so many of us are looking for.
But does provide more insight as to what was happening in that Delphi courtroom.
Right, exactly. All right, Felicia, thanks so much. Tonight, we are hearing from Indiana Senator Todd Young as time runs out to avoid a government shutdown.
So the House passed a spending bill to fund the government another 6 months, and now it has to pass in the Senate, where it will need Republican and Democratic support. Senate Democrats right now are mounting a last-ditch protest.
Our Dustin Grove asked Senator Young about it today.
Will you vote for this? Do you support it as is?
Yeah, I have consistently voted to fund government. Regardless of who the president was, regardless of how Congress was composed, regardless of the partisan whims of Washington, D.C. and pressures felt. And I hope my Democratic colleagues will do the same. So really, I mean, the ball is in their court, as we like to say back home. And I do hope Democrats come to their senses.
So time is ticking. The deadline is tomorrow at midnight.
And you can watch our entire conversation with Senator Todd Young. It's streaming right now over on WTHR+. Still ahead at 6, congressional term limits.
We take a look at where the push to change the Constitution stands right now here in Indiana.
And a snowplow proposal.
We're breaking down the latest push to plow more city streets when we have snowstorms. Angela?
And Ann, it's not snowstorms tomorrow night, but the potential of severe storms. I'll have the timeline.